What's up? What's up? What's up? What is up? What is going on? What is going on? Oh man, if it ain't one thing, it's another, guys, gals. Um, let's get this shared up real quick. Hoo-wee. 'Ee. 15 games today, man. I dropped a video for Jackson today already. Um, we could take a look at the weather real quick. Man, just got some bad news. It's weird, man. It's weird. It's weird out here, man. Straight up. The world is weird. The world is weird. What up, Tiff? There's a ton of games. Yeah, 15. The normal. For sure. A lot of games, for sure. New York Mets at Baltimore. Storm line moves through around first pitch. Some lingering showers clear. After that, looks like a late start and play to me. Seattle at New York Yankees. Currently looks like a dry start. Rainstorms move that way around 9. We'll need to see how intense the rain is as it moves in. I'm sneaky hoping they get a part of the storm line that is light enough they can play straight through it, but a radar check will be needed pregame to have any real idea. Oh, Luke cousin just right now got shot, man. 4 times in the stomach. So I don't even understand. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. Colorado at Boston. I think most of the scattered. I think most of the scattered showers hold off until after the game. The few move in before that are likely enough to play through. Yeah, yeah, they definitely. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, yeah, definitely got to play those double ups. Washington storm line moving through pregame could cause a late start. It should it should play through without too much drama. Warm Atlanta Athletics warm with winds out to center in the Kitty Park at 5 to 10 miles an hour. So we definitely going to have some weather implications there. Good weather implications there for the Atlanta Athletics game. Okay, so man, uh, yeah, it's been a minute. It's been a minute, a couple days actually. But let's get into some of these games, man. For sure. I couldn't get deep as I wanted to pregame, so I have to look at it. I looked at the first game here. Um, the New York Mets at Baltimore Orioles. I did look at that game, and I like the Mets side of things there. I can't really pinpoint Clay Holmes. He's pitching his worst versus lefties, I want to say, but there was a there was a there was a there was a I was looking at Ramon Laureano. He looked like somebody I probably wanted to take a stab at, or I can see him at least getting a hit or something like that. It is what it is, but we'll see what's gonna happen, right? But the lefties here, and I like the lefties, man. And Pete Alonso, the usual suspects. When I'm looking at the lefties here for when I'm looking at the lefties here for it's hard to pinpoint which one I really want to go with. When I'm looking at the lefties for New York Yankees here, I mean New York Mets. Let me make sure I got this shared up one more time, man. Straight up. Uh, if you're not following me on YouTube, definitely need to be following me on YouTube there, especially if you're on Facebook and stuff like that. Because I really thought the Philly was smacking around, fooled me. Yeah, I didn't even look at that game. I didn't. So, like I said, cycling throughout the season. New update too, man. Definitely loving the update here. So when we go to the pitcher arsenal here, we can definitely now we get the pitching averages versus each pitch. You know what I'm saying? The ISO, extra base hits, home runs allowed, barrel hard hit percentage, and the K percentage on that specific pitch. Some decent data right there. Really good data to keep you from going over looking at some StatCast stats and stuff like that. It kind of like keep you on the platform. That's really, really nice right there, right? Those are the updates that I noticed. I don't know if there's more updates, but I haven't been bouncing around to different pages. So you can see exactly what the batting average is on that pitch. And if he's getting hit hard on that pitch and things of that nature, the K percentage on that pitch, it just helps you really really dial in. You know what I'm saying? Especially for somebody who like me who likes to look at individual pitches and stuff like that. Right? I like to really look at pitches. You know what I'm saying? And see how these guys are stacking up versus these pitches. So excuse me, I'm sorry. So that definitely helps out. Definitely helps out. So shout out to the gang for that, Larry, and the Game Day Insights gang, right? So, like I said, the lefties here, um, it was hard for me to pinpoint. The ones that's on my radar is Brandon Nemo, Soto, and Jeff McNeil. We know Jack McNeil hits that fastball, which he's throwing that fastball 43% of the time. He's got a 467 batting average and a 200 ISO on that fastball, and a 14% K rate. And I know, like guys like Jeff McNeil historically has hit that fastball. And but what I didn't know that when I looked at that changeup, um, smaller sample size, whatever the case may be, not the most power numbers, or nothing like that. But Jeff McNeil have been hitting that fastball. Brandon Nemo, I mean that change up. Brandon Nemo as well. So those are some things you want to take a look at, right? But at the end of the day, putting all the pictures in there, um, adding all the pictures in there, and bringing it in last month here. Brandon Nemo, he's been on one. Definitely has. He's got a batting average of 417 with 4 bombs over the last month versus pitch mix. Soto's barrel rate's around 21%. He's got 3 bombs with the 40 fly ball and a whopping 34% walk rate right there, right? So Jeff McNeil, Nemo, even Mauricio Soto, these guys look pretty good here. And we know what they've been doing, so it is what it is, right? Last 2 weeks, McNeil 7 for 14 versus pitch mix here. He could be warming up with a 10% K rate. Nemo's got the 50 fly ball. Mauricio had the 50 fly ball. So you know it is what it is. Um, um, Alonzo is very, very interesting here, right? Alonzo is very, very interesting. And over the course of the season, he's got 18 extra base hits and 10 bombs off this pitch mix with a 103. What's the average exit velo and the barrel percentages there, right? The four seam, he's throwing a four seamer 43% of the time. Uh, so to righties, that four seamer has been okay, but that to lefties, he's been getting it cracked. But at the end of the day, he hadn't pitched a lot, so you know it is what it is. But like I said, Lonzo, we're facing one of his best splits right now. Um, so I looked at some of his numbers and stuff like that. Like I said, this is one of his best splits right now. So you know he's somebody you can definitely take a look at. Uh, where they're going to be on the road there. So on the road, last month he's only got one home run versus this pitch mix. And if you're just looking for batters in good spots, then he is one of those guys for you, right? If you're not thinking about the home runs and things of that nature, it is what it is. As of late, it just he hasn't been it hasn't been as good as you wanted to. His numbers haven't been as good as you want them to be as of late. But at the end of the day, he did look good. This is one of his favorite spots. Looking at his numbers and stuff like that, um, he he's got 280. He's batting 300 versus righties with 15 bombs. Uh, on the road versus righties, he's batting 333. 12 of those 15 bombs to righties come on the road. Okay, and he's sporting a 208 WRC plus on the road versus righties. So this is one of his favorite spots. So just we'll see what's gonna happen. The pitch mix, he's got a lot of home runs off that pitch mix. He's got 10 over the course of the season there. Uh, and He's got ten home runs over the course of the season versus pitch mix with 18 extra base hits. If I flick the roll switch on it, uh, 12 of those extra base hits come on the road. Nine of his 10 home runs came on the road versus his pitch mix. So at the end of the day, here, this is one of those spots that we could probably, you know what I'm saying? We could probably, we, hey, I mean, it's a good spot. What else you want me to say, right? So if you're looking at the lineups, if you look at the lineups of, I don't know what the star lineup is going to be like, but guys who are on my radar: McNeil, Alonso, Soto, Nemo. Alonso would more likely be in that cleanup spot. What's good, Mackie? He'll more likely be in that cleanup spot, and I will look at him for hits all the way up to a bomb. Of course, I expect these guys to be doing the heavy damage right there. So we got a 5.5 team total here for the New York Mets. We also have a 4.5 team total for the Baltimore. We do have weather implications, but truth be told, um, I when I do me a same game parlay, whether it's some hits, runs, and RBIs, things like that, I'm gonna have to do one with just Mets batters on there, right? I can't include people that's not on my radar, right? If I'm doing the same game parlay from this game or something like that. I did, like I said, the Loriano kind of stood out to me. Um, so um, let me see here. Let me see. So righties. Clay Holmes giving up 5 bombs. But I don't know if I'll get there, truth be told, but he did kind of look okay to me. Got to see what the lineup's going to look like. So versus pitch mix here, Loriano, it's got 4 bombs. The barrel rate pops in and out. Westbrook, the barrel rate pops in and out. But on the road there, um, Loriano, he got 3 bombs that come on the road versus pitch mix of his 4. Bringing it in just to see what's sustainable and things like that. That was a full season. Now, last 8 weeks, he's still batting 436 versus pitch mix, a 16% K rate, 3 home runs. Uh, last 4 weeks, Doriano 385, 1 bomb. You know what I'm saying? Fly ball is down. Wish it could be, is down, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. Last 2 weeks, um, he's 4 of 8, no home runs, but you know, you got a few other guys right there. Uh, last 7 days, whatever you want to do. You do want to take pitching into consideration. He's 1 for 4 in the last 7 days, so if that's a deal breaker for you, then it is what it is. But up until the last what? Up until the last 2 weeks, he maintained uh, uh, he maintained a 300 average. You know, he's 4 for 8 in the last 2 weeks, but like I said, up until the last 2 weeks in the full season, he maintained a decent average there. So, it's clearly a spot that he likes. So that's something that you want to probably take heed to, right? Laureano, um, I do give the pitcher lean to the Mets. I don't know how much I want to, mess around with these Baltimore bats, but it is what it is, right? Laureano, um, he's batting 295 versus righties. He's getting that righty split, reverse split, just like Alonso was how Alonso was looking. Um, at home versus righties, he's batting 339. He has 10 home runs. 4 of those home runs come at home. So he doesn't have a home run in the month of July, and he's kind of like cold in the month of July. It's just started though, so give July a chance. But he's got 4 home runs in June with a 300 batting average. So he's somebody we could definitely look at there. And truthfully, that's the only game. I got some disturbing news today. Just right before I was getting ready to start looking into things, so didn't really get a chance to look into things, man. Not didn't have don't like I said, I got disturbing news, very disturbing news, and we're gonna see what we can do. Right, we're gonna see what we can do. We got an over under in 8 in this Tampa Bay. Now there's some good pitching spots here, right? Uh, so before I move any further, I did drop the Jackson video, and I'll go over it with you guys right now. So I told Jackson, give me their top home run plays for July 8, 2025. These here, listen, you can you can straight bet them. You can use this as a study guide to see what they see. You know what I'm saying? Like when I see those winning tickets, I want to see what they see. You know what I'm saying? I want to see what they see so I can learn from whoever does that. I can't hit a home run parlay ticket to save my life. I can if I really, really, really buckle down. That's the thing. I haven't buckled down. I haven't. Coming out of the All Star break, I'm probably my videos. I'm gonna be bucking down, but I'm gonna need y'all to to sub, because when I drop the videos, I'm gonna already been went through the slate, right? I'm gonna try to cut these videos down, so it is what it is. Riley Green, Brandon Lowe. I don't know if he's gonna be in the lineup. Let me see. Probably we'll see. Um, Aaron Judge, Alec Burleson, Corey Seager, Randy Rosarena. Let me see his hit chart here. Are these home runs? Because I know he's been hot. Hmm. Are those home runs? Let me see. Alec Burleson. Hmm. Those must be home runs. Let me see. Judge. Hmm. Hmm. Randy Rosarena's hot. Victor Carantini. Um, Addison Barger. Excuse me. Yeah, those are home runs. Um, Julio Rodriguez. When last time he hit a bomb in forever? Mm. Oh, it's Prime Day today. Let me order me a mouse and all this stuff. Cattell Marte. So don't know if Cattell Marte is going to be in the lineup today, so it is what it is. Told them giving their top MLB bets today. They gave me Boston -2, run line St. Louis Cardinals. I think I like that. Miami Marlins money line, over 7.5 runs in Tampa Bay versus Detroit. Um, money line for the Angels. Run line Toronto. Giants money line 8.5 total runs over San Francisco. I mean San Diego in the San Diego Diamondbacks game. Kansas City Royals money line. Atlanta Braves money line. I told them give me their top pitcher props for July 8th, and they gave me strikeouts again. I was hopefully looking for, but I can be specific though next time, because I was just hoping for a variety of pitching props, but they gave me all strikeouts because I do want to see some earned runs, things like that, right? So Hunter Brown over 6.5 is probably 7.5. Last time I checked, 7.5 plus 125 if you want that big number. 6.5 over for Logan Gilbert, over 6.5 for Robbie Ray, over 4.5 for Chris Bassett, over 4.5 for Merrill Kelly, over 5.5 for Will Warren, over 3.5 for Jake Irvin, 5.5 for over 5.5 for Nick Pavetta, Ryan Pepiroy over 5.5, and then over 4.5 for Mitch Keller, right? So you could just about look at the slate and tell, you know what I'm saying? You could look at the slate and tell there's some nice arms, some nice strikeout arms on the docket today. So I'll definitely be looking into that. So next game here we'll be talking about will be the Detroit versus Tampa Bay game. And we definitely have to take strikeouts into consideration and things of that nature. Detroit is at home here, and on the let's see, Ryan Pepiroy for righties, he's got a 19% K rate versus lefties. He's got a 30% K rate versus lefties. How about on the road? On the road versus lefties, uh, he's got a higher walk rate, but he's still got a decent K rate there. On the road versus righties, Ryan Pepiroy, K percentage is down, so we'll see what's gonna happen, right? Um, definitely. So let's take a look at these righties first, right? Um, Ryan Pepiroy. Shoot, it's too many pictures right now. I don't know. I don't know. I'll know by the time this over with. Um, Push Arsenal. So, Pepperway's throwing that fastball 39% of the time. He's got 300 batting average on that. 11 extra base hits, 5 bombs. Pepperway. Riley Green, Parker Meadows got a bomb versus him. Riley Green and Parker Meadows 0 for 4 for Spencer Torkelson and 4 Ks. All right. So Spencer Torkelson got 8 bombs on this pitch mix. Spencer Torkelson on that fastball. Uh, he likes it, right? How about at home? Yeah, Torkelson likes that fastball. Mm. And he's throwing that fastball 40% of the time, 39% of the time. It's getting it, and it's getting hit. It's getting hit, man. Oh, okay. Spencer Torkelson right off the back. Dingler. Torkelson got a 12% K rate. Yeah. Jake Rogers. Torres. Oh, yeah. Dingler. Torkelson. Last 2 weeks, he's got 2 bombs on that on that. He's got 2 bombs on that. Let me see. On that fastball alone. Last 7 days. He's 4 for 8. And he's throwing it 40% of the time. He's gonna have to try to catch it, right? Um hmm. Let me see something. What about that slider? Run that slider through the ringer there. Torkel's got 2 bombs on that slider. Mm, okay, not the best numbers there. What about that changeup? Mm. He got 2 bombs on that slider. He got 2 bombs on that changeup. But he likes that fastball where he's throwing dominantly. 1 for 3 on the pitches. Mm. When how was he done lately versus that pitch? Nothing in the last 3 weeks. Only 2 at bats. Mm, okay. Not gonna overthink a few things here, but he likes that fastball a lot. Not gonna overthink a lot here though. Uh, hmm, interesting. 350. A lot of that's coming off the fastball for him and Dingler. So Torkelson will be waiting on the fastball for sure. So I don't know how you want to, how you want to gauge that. Um, I will say, look at right hand pitching. With no pitch mix up there, I mean, it matters. In some cases, it don't matter. It does matter. It don't matter. What at home? Okay. All right. Well, let's check these lefties. um, let's give up bombs on that fastball. Fastball's getting hit pretty hard. Right along with that changeup, it's getting hit pretty hard versus lefties. As well, it's got a high K rate, so that's one thing. How about yeah? How about we get that fastball up there? He's got 30% K rate on that fastball, but he will give up some bombs. Man, Coke Keith, I really liked Coke Keith yesterday. He hit a bomb. So let me see something here. Home run yesterday, 106 XV now 390. Home run yesterday. So that home run he hit yesterday came off of a fastball. Coke Keith at home. Zach McKinstry, Coke Keith. Coke Keith, 8% K rate. Riley Green got a 38% K rate versus Pepe 30% K rate. What's Pepe K rate on the road? To lefties 26, so they'll have to duke it out. Keith loving that fastball. Riley Green striking out on that fastball. Okay, so Keith likes that fastball. Keith likes that fastball. Torkelson likes that fastball. Let me look at that changeup real quick. Changeup's getting hit pretty hard too. Mm. We got over under 8 here, so I'm not gonna really try to, squeeze some shit up out of here. But it is what it is. Put all the pictures up there would be that slider changeup. Hmm. At home. So what I know, Astros. What is the taco? Ooh, how long we got on that motherfucker? Cause that's a play. It's a play. That's a play for me. I need to check the time frame on that motherfucker. 2 more hours on that motherfucker. 3. That. Mm. I mean, I already asked him. I put it. I do that little short video, and here they are right here. I got home runs, pitchers, all that. Uh, Home runs right here. It's in that little short video that I do every day on Facebook, YouTube, X, all that. I be forgetting to put it on TikTok. The strikeouts, they all overs. They all overs. Hunter Brown, Logan Gilbert, Robbie Ray, Chris Bassett, Merrill Kelly, Will Warren, Jake Irvin, Nick Pavetta, Ryan Pepiroy, Mitch Keller, all overs. And like I said, they posted up, so you'll be able to go check that little video out. It's about 2.5 minutes. Um, Okay, let's flip it over here. Take a look at Tampa Bay. Jack Flaherty, not one of my favorite pitchers right now. Uh, every once, I wouldn't be surprised if that motherfucker came out here and dealt. But I know he's got like a lefty problem here. I want to see something. Nine Ks at Washington, 7 Ks Athletics. Um, his K percent is still up there, 29%. Let me see something here. Let's get over here to these righties, right hand pitching. Bet, no bet. I mean, bet. I'm talking about some no bet. Bet. I'm like I'm shooting dice or something. Uh, Mackey. Detroit, 23% K rate on the season, right? Uh, Tampa Bay, 21% K rate, good for 13%. Good for 13th. Last 30 days, um, Detroit around the middle of the pack, and Tampa Bay bottom thirds, striking out. Um, last 14 days, Detroit number 12, 136 WRC plus, and Tampa Bay right at the top of the bottom thirds at 20%. Mm. How about 30 days at home? Okay. On the road. Hmm. All right then. Well, both of these pitchers got some good case stuff. All right, so we're not gonna Flaherty can definitely get hit. He hasn't faced these. Oh, he did. He just gave up a bomb, 8 runs. He only lasted 2 innings at Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay WRC plus versus righties as of late. Let's see. How about the last 7 days? Tampa Bay 99. Mm, all right. Okay. Jack Flaherty. It's got a 25% K rate, 13% K rate to lefties. I mean to righties. I mean to lefties, and he's giving up 9 bombs to lefties. To righties, he's given up 7 bombs. He's got a 32% K rate versus righties. So both, I want to say both. No, well, Pepe striking out lefties more, and Flaherty's striking out righties more. At home, Flaherty K percentage goes from a 32 to a 39% to righties. At home versus lefties, he's got a 26% K rate. In general, it's around the same. So at home versus lefties, he's getting hit a little bit harder. He's giving up 7 of his 9 bombs at home versus lefties. So that's where he's at right now. Let's see what we can let's see what's up, right? So at home versus lefties, um, he's throwing Of course, that fastball 47% of the time. 9 extra base hits, 296 batting average, 6 home runs allowed, 8% barrel rate, 55 hard hit with a 19% K rate. So that fastball is getting cracked. What's up? What up? What up, Ed? What's going on? So this is Brandon Lowe's favorite pitch to hit. I know this. 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 Right. So he's got 5 bombs on it over the course of the season. He's batting 364 on it. 7 extra bases, 5 bombs. There, Jonathan Aranda. But Brandon Lowe will strike out. But let's see. Flaherty. Andy Diaz a bomb. Brandon Lowe a bomb. All right. Uh, 1 second, y'all. If you are watching or whatever the case may be, man, drop a like for me. Tiff said, "What up?" Drop a like for me, man. Share whatever the case may be. Let me know I ain't doing this for nothing. But we got that fastball up, and like I said, there's some guys that's gonna like this fastball. Magnum down there, Simpson, Brandon Lowe, whatever the case may be, right? Um, on the road here, versus that fastball. Um, Chandler Simpson, 15 for 28, so he really likes it there. He hadn't struck out versus that fastball on the road. Magnum, 6 for 11. Josh Lowe, whatever the case may be with that. Brandon Lowe, 3 bombs. He will strike out. Randa, these guys will strike out versus that fastball, but they'll knock the cover off of it too. Last 6 weeks, uh, Magnum 8 for 16. So he's somebody you could definitely look at for hits and stuff like that. Randa power numbers are there. Fly ball is there for Randa. Brandon Lowe, fly ball is there for him at 50. We like that. Uh, let's bring it in a little bit more. Man, it's cold as hell in here, man. Straight up. It's always cold in this motherfucker, man. Shit, my bad, y'all, but man, freezing in this motherfucker. Ah, we, shit. Man, I got a cover on everything. Comfortable house shoes, fluffy house shoes, and all types of shit. I'm still freezing. My my hot water heater been acting up, man. I have to keep resetting it So I'll have the technician to be out in 30 minutes. That's what they said, but we're gonna figure it out. Uh, so yeah, um, I'm moving slow as hell. All right, so we do know these guys like the fastball, right? A lot of these guys here. Slider, hmm, curve. All right, let me throw the rest of these pitches up there. Miranda, Brandon Lowe, strikeouts out there. Simpson batting 400 on the road there. Simpson batting 500 on the road versus his pitch mix. Ain't striking out. He hadn't struck out. Aranda on the road. Fly ball is up 54 percent. On Brandon Lowe 44. Um, and both of those guys barrels, they respectable, especially Aranda, right? So those two guys would be bomb candidates for me. You feel me on that situation there. Um, Brandon Lowe, Aranda, last four weeks on the road. Um, two bombs for Aranda, 14 barrel rate there. Okay, okay. So bomb candidates for me would be Brandon Lowe, Aranda, Magnum, Simpson. Definitely hit candidates for me when it comes to the lefties. Bomb candidates, those guys, and then the righties here. So Flaherty is throwing the fastball again to righties. Uh, Lower batting average on it, but he's still giving up bombs. It's getting hit pretty hard. It's this knuckle curve. He's dropping motherfuckers with this knuckle curve, 54% K rate, right? And then this fastball is doing it's better to righties, and it's going to reflect in right here because he's got a 32% K rate versus righties. Big Tiffany said hello, Aranda. Big boss. What's up, Pablo? What's going on? It said Pablo said he ready for that Aranda look. Ed say what up. So, Yandy. Um, Yandy has a bomb off him already. Brandon Lowe has a bomb off him already as well. This is the full pitch mix here. I want to see something real quick. Knuckle curve. Is it the knuckle curve or the knuckle? Is it the knuckle curve? Yeah, knuckle curve. So, Caminero. He got that knuckle curve working. You know what I'm saying? With a 50% K rate, and he's throwing it 30% of the time. Slow motherfucker, 77.7. The speed on that motherfucker is slow as hell. So he dropping motherfuckers with that. Um, then the slider. Let me see. The slider. Okay, Yandy. Yandy likes that slider. 14 for 41, 12% K rate. Caminero's got three bombs on that slider. Let me bring it in a little bit more. Yandy Diaz on that slider last month, 8 for 613 with two bombs. Okay, I like that. I like the fact that Caminero ain't striking out on that slider like that. Yandy Diaz last 2 weeks, 4 for 7, 4 for 7. Okay. Um, Run it up to that fastball. He's got a 27% K rate on that fastball. He has given up some bombs, but he will get hit. Caminero. Caminero on the road, he strike out a little bit more, but this is just in general. When I flip the away switch, he probably strike out more than that. Let me see. Caminero, 26. He just 0 for 14, right, on that fastball. So if I was to put that, mm, Yandy, if I put that fastball in that in that slider up there, Yandy gonna be that motherfucker gonna be so green, right? Let me see. Fastball and slider. Caminero 8 for 14. Yandy 15, 15% K rate there, 12% barrel rate, 13% barrel rate. So, last month, Yandy, batting 500, 12 for 24, six extra base hits, four home runs, 8% K rate. Pause though, right? That's not that knuckle curve is not in there, which he's throwing 30%, and he's got a 54% K rate on that knuckle curve. That's not including that. But he's smacking two of his three top pitches. Okay, the top one and the bottom one, he's smashing those. Pause. So he does have a chance to lamp on a pitch or two, and more than likely he's got a 66% chance to get something he likes. Right. So you know, I mean, Yandy is definitely in play. We know Caminero got the power. We know that, right? So now, what looking at both of these teams, I mean, it depends on what you're looking for. You got your bomb candidates, right? Are you looking for totals? Are you looking for pitching strikeouts and stuff like that? Flaherty, he dropping righties right now at 32%. Um, Pepiroy dropping righties at 30%, right? On the flip side, Flaherty does have a 25% K rate to lefties, along with a 32% K rate to righties. Pepe has a 19% K rate to righties and a 30% K rate to lefties. Both of these guys got K stuff, right? So, what are you looking at? You know what I'm saying? What are you trying to do? Hit parlays. Do you think runs get put up here, right? Because we do have a solid 8. It probably opened up at a 7.5. Now it's at a solid 8. Do you think we can get an over here? Or what about team totals or some shit like that, right? So what do we got here? 3.5. That's some decent numbers. Minus 135 and minus 125 right now. I don't want to throw everybody in it, for a loop or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know where to go. Right? I'm actually feeling like, okay, I do feel like an over, or maybe I mean, or you could look at strikeouts, right? So where do we go here? I don't know, right? I don't know. I need a little time to process that. I need a little time to process that. But that's what that's what goes into this shit, man. It looks like Flaherty can hit his K's. Um, I can see instances where Pepe will hit his K's. Uh, do we get an over? I don't know. I don't know. Bats. If the lineups came out like this first four, I would definitely like these first. I mean, I would have interest in these first four. Yandy out of the first. I mean, shit. Maybe Yandy might be the number one bat here. But his K rate is higher to righties, but Yandy don't strike out. But he does got that hell of a pitch. Now, if you want to go to his weakness, which would be lefties, then you're gonna look at Lowe. You're gonna look at Aranda. You're gonna look at Josh Lowe. You're gonna look at Simpson, right? And Magnum. You're gonna look at Magnum. So at the end of the day, truth be told, I don't know, man. Flaherty. Let me see his splits on the road. He's pitching his worst on the road. He's at home today. If they was on the road, I would take that team toward the 3.5 in a heartbeat. I ain't even gonna lie, and I would just live with the punches. But hey, you never know. Flaherty can probably still give up that 3.5. He could probably still give up that 3.5. It was more. I'll tell you this: it was more Tampa Bay Rays bats that I liked than it was Detroit. You'll get Tampa Bay at plus 104 right now, right? So that's why I'm at with that situation. Damn, it took a lot of time, bro. It took a lot of time, and I don't know. So I shit. Um, Logan Gilbert. So look, I ain't even gonna lie. Um, looking at the Seattle game, definitely I like both of these guys. I'm gonna like Judge and what's the name for a bomb. I ain't even gonna lie. Looking at this Minnesota Twins game, what I do know is Shota got a heavy fly ball rate, and he can give up some bombs. I'm definitely gonna like Buxton, right? Uh, I'm gonna like these lefties for St. Louis Cardinals. Okay, Jake Irvin's pitching his worst to lefties. We know this. Sonny Gray is gonna have to be in play. Um, Mitch Keller's gonna have to be in play for K's. And at this point right now, it would probably only be Milwaukee Brewers or nothing for me. Just considering how bad these Dodgers and I mean that's where the value is at. Toronto Blue Jays run line for sure. Win, lose, or draw. Toronto Blue Jays been a freight train. And then lo and behold, I mean in Great American Small Park, I mean Miami Marlins, it would be probably Miami Marlins or nothing for me. When you got a team that's not striking out and having to be able to be pesky in a small ballpark, maybe a team total over or something like that. And the value is on Miami. They were plus money, but it keeps creeping on over. Miami has been better on the road than anything. And I just expect the Boston Red Sox to beat up on these motherfuckers. I ain't even gonna lie. And then what else did I miss? Soriano, super ground ball pitcher here. We got an over under 8. I wouldn't be looking at this game for bats, even though I'm gonna take a peek at it. Nick Pavetta, good case stuff here. Merrill Kelly. I never really target San Diego Padres for strikeouts. Uh, I would have to look at this game with a 7.5 total. I would have to look at this game. Plus, we got to keep an eye out on Marte. Robbie Ray, I want to look at this strikeout situation here. I think he can sit their ass down. I ain't even gonna lie. Philly, we'll see what's gonna happen. And then this game here can be tricky because we got Jeffrey Springs. I got to look into his splits one more time because he's got these weird splits. I forget, but we're gonna look at it for sure. But he's got these weird splits, and there's times where he can come out there and sit your ass down. So we'll get to it, right? But just in case, for the people that's here right now, just in case you guys got to make a move or whatever the case may be, or just in case I have to make a move, then it is what it is, right? So right now we're on the Seattle Mariners and New York Yankees game here. So take a look at this game here. Let's go to Seattle Mariners. Somebody gonna crack a strikeout late today, bro. Straight up. So Logan Gilbert, 35% K rate to lefties, 5 bombs. Warren, 23% K rate to lefties. He's got K stuff too. To righties, Warren, 35% K rate. Woo-wee. To Gilbert, 38%. Right? Okay. Um, let's take a look at Seattle here. Now we'll warn. Let's see something. He gave them 9 Ks last time he seen them. Last 30 days. Yankees number 10 is striking out. Seattle 20. Last 14 days. Seattle number 6. Yankees number 11. Right hand pitching. Last 7 days. Seattle number 2. Yankees. Yankees been hitting as of late. All right, so let's see what's going on. um, um, mm, okay. Will Warren. Will Warren's throwing to righties. That sinker. He's throwing that sinker. He's got a 23% K rate on that sinker, 53 on that fastball, 35. That shit deadly to righties. Mm. All right, let's see something. Sinker. Okay, you got some guys over here that like that sinker, right? What don't strike out versus it. Julio, no wonder they had him up there for a bomb. Jackson had him up there for a bomb. He's got an 8% K rate on that. Fly ball is not where we want it to be. Barrel's not only one bomb, but we'll see what the future holds here. Randy Rosarina, one bomb. Uh, Dylan Moore, 2 bombs. What is this, the sinker? Okay. Julio likes that sinker. I can see that. 6 for 14. Randy Rosarina's been cooking as of late. I heard. I haven't looked, but I heard 8 weeks on that sinker. Julio batting 400, 500 almost on that sinker as of late. Okay. Okay. Uh, what about that fastball? Mm. Randy got 5 bombs on that fastball. All these guys will strike out on that fastball. You see all that red? So they're not striking out on a sinker. He's got 23%. He's got a 53% on the fastball. He can potentially sit their ass down. Randy Rosarina is one of those guys. If I catch it, I'm gonna knock it out. That's just is what it is. Where they at? On the road. I would imagine they'll be on the road. On the road, Randy Rosarina's got 4 bombs, but it's always going to be good on the road. Probably better than at home because their ballpark at home is uh, huge. Last 3 weeks, Randy got 2 bombs in the last 3 weeks, still striking out. Okay, so they will strike out versus their fastball. Sweeper. 2 bombs. Solano. Julio. Solano. All right, let's drop the whole mix. Rosarina on the road. Rosarina on the road had been better, but it ain't reflecting right here. Garver, 14 barrel rate. Okay. Solano on the road. On the road. Last 2 months on the road, they've been getting busy. Last 2 months on the road. Solano, Randy Reed's Arena, 5 bombs. How about on the road? Randy Rosarena been hitting bombs at home. Rodriguez, Solano, Rodriguez, last 2 weeks. All right. Anything super wow me? I don't know. Look at these lefties. Now, Warren, he got 23% K rate, 6 bombs. He will walk some folks, okay? So, uh, fastball, Kenzone, 2 bombs on that. That's on the road. In general, okay, two bombs. Riley's got 7 bombs. Kenzone. Last 2 weeks, Riley been cold on that fastball. A couple few of these guys been cold, but Kenzone's been on one. He's been fucking with it. All right, let's get the rest of them in there. Interesting game here. What's the total of this one? 9. Mm. Kyle Riley total is Kenzone on the road. Kenzone away. So of course I'm gonna like Riley, but Kenzone, I'm gonna like Kenzone too. See if he's gonna be in the lineup, even if it's for a hit. I don't know what I would take him for right now. Last 7 days, Polanco with a bomb, 4 for 10 for Rayleigh, 3 for 8 for Kenzone. And Kyle Raleigh 0 for 7 versus this pitch mix last 7 days. Um, okay. New York Yankees, Logan Gilbert, um, 35% K rate to the lefties there. He's throwing, he's got 361 batting average on this slider. It ain't throwing it good right now. And he's throwing it 38% of the time. Let's take a look at it. He's throwing it 38% of the time. He's got an 87% speed, max speed, 90, 361 batting average on it. Good for 418 ISO. Who likes that? Who likes that? Let's see. That's my technician on it right here. I'm gonna have to go open the door for him. I'm probably just gonna leave the live on, go run up there and come right back. He'll be down here with me trying to see what's going on. We'll see. So Dominguez, a bomb. Jazz, 3 bombs. Okay. At home, Dominguez, 6 for 11, a bomb. Cody, 1 bomb, not striking out. Okay. Jazz, those 2 bombs came within the last month, about 2 weeks. Last 2 weeks, those 2 bombs came within the last 2 weeks. So Jazz likes it there. Jazz likes that bomb. I mean that okay. Alright, so let me throw the rest of them pictures up there. Splitter and fastball. Dominguez like the pitch mix at home. Last month, Jazz 18% barrel rate the last month, 2 bombs, 4 extra base hits. Dominguez 375. Yankees started to hit lately. Let me go to the last 2 weeks. Last 2 weeks, Jazz 2 bombs, 21 barrel. Um, Dominguez batting 400 last 2 weeks. Grisham 4 for 10 last 7 days. Mm, okay, it looks like Jazz. Look like Jazz on the lefties. Dominguez, righties here. I gotta go get this door. I'll be right back, fam. So today, and then I kind of leave it cracked, so when I come down the stairs, I can see if it's the lights on. So I reset it this morning. Just unplugging it, and it'll try 3 times to light itself. This time, it didn't do it. So if you want to move this out the way, you want to use it for the media, so you want to move out the way. I don't know what we got going on yet. But I'm right. I'm down here with you. Okay, sounds good. Thanks. All right. All right, all right. Um, if you need, I'm just over here. I'm live streaming. Just if you hear me talking. All right. Well. So where were we? Um. Okay. What was it? It's the full pitch mix here. Okay. Judge, of course, right? At home. Okay. The Mayhew. Mm, that's 3 weeks. Judge, nah. I don't know, man. These guys doing the same shit, man. It's hard for me to gauge who I like or whatever the case may be here. I mean, Judge, Jazz, not my favorite, right? Not my favorite. I ain't gonna lie. Um, the better pitcher Logan Gilbert for sure. But I don't know, man. I guess it would be. I ain't even gonna say who I would like as of right now. It looks like a spot where I could. It would be Seattle or nothing for me. But I can't pinpoint that right now. Seattle are road dogs at plus 108, so you know it is what it is with that situation. Um, Next game, Colorado at Boston. We got Kyle Freeland on the mound here. Hasn't faced Boston this season. 9 bombs, showing the ability to get hit for sure, but you know, mm. It's giving up 5 bombs on the road to righties. Let's take a look at Boston righties. Damn, Boston been hitting the crap out of lefties. Look at Romy. Mm. At home, Newt. Who's that, Newt? What you got going on? You got some money? I need to borrow some. I can't borrow something if you don't have it. When you gonna have it? Oh no. And I'm gonna give you some, huh? Well, as you can see, they've been crushing lefties, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of green here in the last month. Smaller sample size because it's a lefty for sure, but it's a lot of green right here when it comes to these righties. It's gonna be hard for me to decipher who and what I want to do, right? You got Navarez 4 for 12 with a bomb, 16% barrel rate. You also have Ref Snyder with a bomb. He's batting 400, 444 in the last month. Romy Gonzalez, 2 bombs. Rafaela, 2 bombs. So This game here, there's other ways that you you can target this type of atmosphere here, right? So we have an over under a 9 here. I will take a look at the team total, which would probably be 5.5. I don't know about the 5.5. It's pretty big there. Of course, it's a 5.5 at a minus 105. So money definitely had been coming in, but yeah, it's looked like a run line spot here. Definitely looks like I haven't even looked at the other batters, man. But I haven't even looked at the other batters, the righties. I mean the lefties. But at the end of the day, here, they look good. They look good. I ain't gonna jump the gun. They definitely look good, especially for some hit parlays, stringing up some hits, runs, and RBIs and things of that nature. So it is what it is. Uh, so man, they look good. They do. Last 7 days, Rafaela got 2 bombs. Let's look at the lefties here. Kyle Freeland, um, he's giving up a 300 batting average on all his pitches to lefties. So that's interesting. Um, mm, so lefties get a bump here. Jaron Duran, 5 extra base hits, 1 bomb within the last 2 months. We know he can get busy. They got some strikeout. They got some strikeout in them, but when you're dealing with a bad pitcher like that, sometimes that negates it. Roman Anthony is another guy you can look at. William Abreu. So the last 2 weeks they've been hitting. Jaron Duran's got a, I mean, for whatever it's worth, but and as of late, then this guy's been looking good, right? Some of these guys will strike out, but Roman Anthony's, Jaron Duran's, especially as of late, I couldn't talk you off anything here for this. I don't have a favorite. I don't have a favorite. I don't. So that's why I'm at with this situation. Uh, I just expect them to put up runs on them. Um, One of my type of games, I'll sit there and try to figure out, who's going to do what, some hits, some runs, some RBIs, maybe a couple RBIs and stuff like that. Judging by how these lineups look, we'll see a projection here. And Eaton, I think Eaton hit a bomb yesterday. Gonzalez, Roman Anthony, Rev Snyder, Lefty Killer, Navarro, Story, Duran. Yeah, Rafael on that back end, like, yeah, man, for sure. Kyle Freeland, not the biggest sample size. Romy Gonzalez, seen him? He's got a double off of him. Ref Snyder's got a double off of him. So, um, on the Rocky side, yesterday I bet on, yesterday I bet on Tyler Freeman, but we got Brian Bayo on the mound. And Brian Berry's giving up 4 bombs to righties, 248 batting average, and to lefties he's giving up 4 home runs, a higher walk rate, lower K rate. Sierra's up there, whatever the case may be. So I'll take a look at the righties real quick, where he's throwing. What is he throwing? A sinker 53% of the time. So we definitely want to key in on that. Hunter Goodman loves that sinker. Batting 348 off of it, and 8 for 23. Likes it, loves it, whatever you want to call it. None of these, surprisingly, they're not. These righties not striking out on that sinker over the full season. So that's something that you want to, that you like. Uh, Now lately, Goodman is what, Ofer. A lot of these guys are Ofer. It's just so frustrating, right? So Tyler Freeman, like I said, I did bet on him yesterday. Uh, I only took him for a hit, but I really liked him yesterday. He's 5 for 17 in the last month. Last 2 weeks. Mm, that's just one pitch though. Run it back and get the full mix in there. Not the sexiest, right? Not the sexiest. Like, don't think if I'm doing same game parlays, I don't think I would include not one Colorado bat because I don't want to mess up. I wouldn't want to mess up a parlay, a same game parlay or something like that. When I especially got when I expect Boston to put up, to put up get traffic on the bases. He's throwing that sink at 35% to lefties as well. So maybe you might get a definitive like here because it looks like McMahon likes something here. So we'll see. So Mickey Moniak, he likes that sinker. 1 bomb. Toglia, 5 for 13, 1 bomb. Um, pretty green there. Moniak, 4 for 6 in the last. So he definitely likes that, right? What is that McMahon's hitting? Moniak, McMahon. K rates are up, but fly ball is up for Moniak and McMahon last month. Still Moniak. Moniak. Last 7 days, 6 for 12, a bomb, 3 extra base hits, 8% K rate. If I bet on anybody, it would probably be Moniak. And I probably won't be betting on him. Uh, Yuri Perez, Cincinnati Reds, Nick Martinez. 14 home runs, 1 home run in his last 4 games. Hmm. Back-to-back games with 6 innings or better versus San Diego Padres and Boston. I still don't trust him. Somehow he's pitching better at home. 5 bombs at home to righties. To lefties, he's giving up 6 bombs. To righties, he's giving up 8 bombs. At home to righties, 5. At home to lefties, 2. So we'll look at the righties. For Miami. Nick Martinez is throwing. A sinker. Let's take a quick glance at that sinker real fast. He's not throwing it much, but I still want to see something. Okay. Full pitch mix up there. Hernandez. Got to keep an eye out for Heberto, whatever his name is. Hernandez. Weird name. Heriberto. Don't forget this Great America's ballpark. They can produce runs here. Heriberto. 35% K rate. That bomb came on the road. Hmm. How many bombs has he given up to lefties? 6. 2 of them at home. I still don't trust him. I do not trust Martinez. Okay, Stowers got 18 extra base hits and 11 bombs with 30% K rate. On the road, 10 of his extra base hits came on the road. 6 of his bombs came on the road. 28% K rate. Sanchez, Stowers. On the road, Stowers. Sanchez got a few bombs. Stowers got an 18% K rate. Stowers probably gonna go, man. Sanchez, Stowers. Stowers. On the road. Stowers. 7 days. Sanchez. 55 ball. Hmm. Mm. Interesting. Stowers. Sanchez. Cincinnati. We got Yuri Perez. Perez. About to send the money now. My fault, y'all.
Sir,
Yeah, yeah.
I'm all done. There's just a little rod in there that's a flame sensor. When that gets dirty,
Yeah.
it messes up and acts like there's not a flame. And it looks like somebody was in there, but I just adjusted it so it's more on the flame too, and I cleaned it.
It was all the way around the back.
So you
It
gotta
was in
take
the front.
well, you gotta take out, you gotta undo the gas line and
Mm.
pull it all out.
Okay. I'm getting ready to come check it out right
Yeah.
now. 1 second, y'all. Cuz money line. Hold on. I ain't got the next game, fam. Hold on. I'll be right back.
I just want to make sure it's all working. So do you kind of know how long it would run before I kick off, or like just right away?
So is it? Let me see. You on right now?
Yep.
How'd you get this light on? Oh,
Uh,
that's the light back here. Oh shit! I'm about to say.
yeah.
So we running right?
Yep.
It's on. I mean, so how long before it go off?
Yeah.
Shit.
Because if it's like 2, 3, 4 minutes and it kicks off, it's definitely that flame sensor. But I just cleaned everything. The only other thing it could possibly be is the gas well, but it's all working for me after I clean that flame sensor. So that there's a rod in there that like sits in the flames and it detects if there's a flame or not. When it gets dirty, it acts like there isn't a flame there, so then it just shuts everything off.
Yeah, the door.
Yeah.
All right, let me get this door. Yeah, yeah. Hello. Yeah. Yeah, I think the second, like the second DLC, I think it was dirty. Huh? I think it was dirty.
Was ready.
I thought it was. Because I looked at
How are you
it.
doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. I'm Pramod.
Colton.
Okay.
Dave's son, yeah.
Oh yeah, we met. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
So how is it going, brother?
good. So, in here, there's a flame sensor. It's a rod. It sits in the flame, and when it gets dirty, just from the soot from the flame, everything, it gets dirty. It thinks that there's not a flame there, and it'll kick off. It's a safety mechanism.
Right.
So if it doesn't light, it's not spitting out gas, or if there's no flame, it's not spitting out gas. So when it's dirty and it can't sense that flame, it'll just shut everything down.
Okay.
And sometimes when it's just barely dirty, it'll run for a little bit, and then when it gets hot and that soot buildup gets on there, that
That seemed like what it's been
yeah.
doing.
Where did you found the dirt? Where is the dirt?
So I take all these wires off, and then this gas valve, so the gas off here, and then this whole thing comes out. Your igniter is in there, and then your flame sensor, and then all your burgers. So it's actually
The bottom, I see.
right at the
So
bottom.
you took out all the water.
Well, no, this sits, so there's an empty space like right here, and then here's the bottom of your tank actually. So all the water's up here.
I see.
And if you look in here, the flames are just at the bottom of that
I
tank.
see.
That's what heats it up.
So you took that bottom part and
Took it all
cleared
out,
out.
cleaned it. Yeah.
Oh.
So the code that you sent my dad was this one and these two.
Yes, that's right.
That is ignition failure.
Ignition failure.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
Mostly it is because of the dirt.
Yeah, because it doesn't sense that there's a flame and then it'll shut off.
Okay, I see. Is it something we can do cleaning or professional? You guys need to come and clean?
If you want to try it, I mean, you can. You shut this off and then unplug it and then it's safe to try it. But when you put it back, you gotta really make sure it's right back in that slot so the burner's burnt. But you just, not even sandpaper, just like on a steel wool. Sandpaper's still great.
So is it the maintenance kind of thing? This one we have to do?
Yeah, if you have a maintenance guy, you can do that. So maintenance on water heaters is typically cleaning that flame sensor, and then you drain your tank to get all the sediment. If you haven't done it in 5 years, it can actually cause more problems. So like if you drain a tank that hasn't ever been drained and it's 10, 15 years old, some of that sediment at the bottom is actually sealing that tank. So it actually is sometimes worse.
Yeah, I don't think this has been done.
Yeah, so if it's never been done, and this was 2010, I wouldn't do it now. It's something you start when you get new water heaters.
New water heater.
And then you just kind of keep up with it.
Keep it up.
Yeah, so if you haven't done it, that sediment, it's like calcium and iron and stuff. It kind of seals the coat or the bottom of it. And if you drain it out and then get it dry, it just gets weak. So you can do maintenance and we'll do the flame sensor. On these ones, these are power vents, so it's not your traditional metal fluid. It's a plastic. You would just check the amps on this, and this is all good too, because sometimes it won't ignite. This motor is not spinning fast enough, so that's what this does. So if this motor goes bad, you're not going to get hot water either. Because it won't pull the exhaust out.
So now it doesn't make sense to clean the...
It doesn't make sense to drain it. Yeah, and then that's the main big thing of servicing water heaters. Typically this stuff is metal in most homes, but it's a power vent. You would check for metal. Yeah. So like on that, you would check for holes in the metal or but usually maintenance on this is drain the tank, clean the flame sensor, check the fluid. Maintenance on water heaters is something you want to start when you get a new one, and then you do it every year.
So in my house, I got it I think around 2 years back. Yeah. But I never did this.
So you can do it when it's 2 years old. When you start getting older than 5 years and you've never done it, that's when you can start causing some more issues.
But we cannot see that how far this catch and
No.
that we
The
cannot see.
only way to do it is drain it.
Yeah.
You think that's for a side glass or something. I'm going to show you this. So technically, it's just on whatever the factory was. So I'm shooting on 2 fingers and then up or down. So right there where that line is 120 degrees. You can go up and then it goes up about 10 degrees over the line. I don't know what you had out before because it was just being unplugged and stuff, so they got it back through. So if this isn't hot enough, you can go in here and change it. I wouldn't change it more than one and then give it a day to see how you like it.
So you hold both those, or you just push it?
So at first you hold both to initiate it, and then you can change it. So after 30 seconds, so initially you go like this, hold both of them in, and then you can change it up or down. So right there, right in the middle, is 120.
Is 120?
Yeah, that's the blend.
That's where most people keep it. Yeah. Some people will look at hotter, but and then you can change it on nitrification mode too. That helps the water heater and your gas bill because it's not running all the time. If you go on vacation for like a week, you go down to vacation mode and then it drops the temperature to like 70, so it's still warm, but it's not
Sure.
That's it. And I turned it on and off and on and off 4 or 5 times within, I'd say, what, 10, 15 minutes into it running so far. So,
Every time you turn it back on, did it light on the first time?
the
Oh,
very
we
first
good
time.
then because see, it would go to 3 times, boom, shut off.
Yeah.
3 times, boom, shut. If we get lucky, it'll stay. But if it's doing that, it was just dirty.
Mine was 5 times in a row, 4 or 5 times. The first time I just turned it on to see what it did, then it kicked on, and then the second time I didn't get it to go. But
I'm confident in this game. I'm confident in that.
you want to leave this off to see,
Well,
or
I was having it off, and then this cracked because when I come down the stairs, I can see the lights. But I'm gonna trust it this time. We can put it on there. I'm confident this time.
Yeah, once you clean, I think that's the problem mostly.
and it
It will
looks
crack.
like you have a different igniter, which I thought was probably it, but it looks like it was replaced at one point.
Oh, the igniter replaced one point.
Yeah, because it looks like usually it's all white after 15 years. This one just had a little bit of white, which is normal. But it looks good. So I don't know if you had it replaced at one point or what.
No, maybe the previous one was
Yeah,
replaced.
yeah. So
Yeah.
you're all good.
All right.
So probably like there is no pilot for this one, right?
This one is no pilot.
So
It's
how
all
do we do
just
this one?
it's all by itself.
By
So
itself.
this is a gas valve, but it's also a smart valve. So
Okay.
it'll light it by itself.
So
It
just
works
need to
good,
unplug
though.
and plug it. That's the
To
only thing we do to reset.
reset it, yeah, or you can shut it off here.
Oh, there's a control there.
Yeah,
Shut it
yeah,
off.
that shuts all this off. Usually unplugging it's just easier.
Unplugging
Better.
is easier than plugging.
Yeah.
That is how it should reset and just ignite it by
It'll
itself.
reset
Yeah.
everything by
At
itself.
night, it works really good because
Uh,
when I unplug it, reset it, and it's gonna cycle 3 times, and you see the fire, it tries, and then it shuts down, then it tries again. You see the fire, it tries, and then it shuts down. Now, one time when I reset it yesterday, we got lucky. It lit. It lit. But the system works good. Really good. The United system, all that works good.
These are good systems. They don't break often. I mean, this stuff is a little more expensive, but as long as if your tank isn't leaking, you can replace everything almost.
uh,
When your tank starts to leak, that's when it's just shut
that's
off.
where the problem.
Yeah, but these motors are easy to replace. This, you kind of got to drain the tank out a little bit. But,
So this motor comes along with the tank.
yeah. Sometimes you get just the tank, or you got to get your own motor.
Old motor. Okay. By chance tomorrow if some issue happened with the tank and it got leaked, so can we have this motor and just get the tank
Usually, if you get a new tank, you just come with the motor.
more with the motor?
Most companies, unless you buy something online, like all the supply houses and
Okay.
whatnot.
Because just getting a tank would be cheaper.
It would be
For
cheaper, but they use this because you can't get that metal pipe out of the ceiling
I see.
because of all the floor swells.
Oh, I know y'all. I know people left. I had to. I don't never have no interruptions, but I had to do what I had to do. I don't know if y'all still here, man. It might be one person in the chat. It might be two persons in the chat. Let me know if you're in the chat. Drop a. This is probably. It might not. It might be one person left in here. Um, we just was getting ready to start. Look at Yuri Perez here. Versus these boys here. And I was just telling Famo I check that out. That's the next game, I think, the Cubs. Um, Yuri Perez. He's only pitched. How many games has he pitched? My boy Latrell. Okay, for sure, for sure, for sure, for sure. J Mac. Okay, okay, we in here. I appreciate it. Now I gotta go ahead and pull out these bangers now, man. Man, I wish I would have checked the slate out a little bit earlier. But how many games did he pitch here? Stolen bases. We got the stolen bases over here. That's cool. They stole a base on his ass every game except for one. So uh, that's somebody like Ellie De La Cruz, right? So keep that in mind. All right. He's giving up a stolen base in 4 games straight. 90 pitches, 1 game. Back to back games with 6 Ks or better. Okay. Fastball a lot. Trevino. Matt McClain, as of late, hitting that fastball pretty good. Spencer Steer. Matt McClain and Spencer Steer. Tyler Stevenson, only 2 for 20, man. Fly ball is up there, but man. And that's just a fastball there, though. Let's go. Spencer Steer. Hmm. A lot of these guys will strike out the last 2 weeks. Some strikeouts are there. Last 2 weeks, they're striking out. Spencer Steer is one of the guys. Look like he's been doing all the hitting. Last 3 weeks, he does have 3 bombs. Last 3 weeks, 10 for 23. He does have 3 bombs with a 50 fly ball. That's interesting. So, hmm, keep that name in mind. Let's check these lefties. As Matt McClain versus that fastball as of late. 50% fastball to lefties here. Um, it looks pretty good. And fastball looks pretty good. Um, 50% fastball to lefties, and he's only pitched what 4 or 5 games, maybe. Maxing out at 100, batting average in the basement, 27% K rate, 6% K rate, and then 11% K rate on the slider. That fastball, Ellie, Gavin Lux over the course of the season. How about at home? Okay. 3 week. As of late, the last 3, 4 weeks, not the greatest. Not the greatest. That's the fastball. Just get the rest of them pitches up there. Last 4 weeks. Mm-mm. Not as sexy as I would like it to be at home last 4 weeks. Well, it's just over the last few weeks, bats had cooled down. So, hmm, over the course of the season, though, they was okay. But the last few weeks, bats cooled down, and you got to decipher what you want to do now, right? Or how you want to do things, because, like I said, uh, this is the full season right here. Versus the pitch mix, Ellie looking good, stuff like that. Then we come down to the last 4 weeks. Now we get a drop off here. Ellie got one bomb. Uh, Frito's got a bomb. Lux got a bomb, but the averages are down. And if I hit the home switch, they probably hadn't even been home that much, but if I hit the home switch, some of these guys go down a little farther than that, And then if I bring it in more to the last 2 weeks, they definitely extra red right there. So Will Benson with a 56% K rate and 5 hits and 16, but whatever, right? What's going on with this Cincinnati team is they've shown the ability to hit, but lately they ain't been on nothing, right? So maybe a boost at home can boost them up. It's the situation where you're gonna have to figure out how you wanna attack things. What I can do is that was versus the pitch mix. I could go back to the last month where they've been ass, and then I could take out the pitch mix and just go versus right hand pitching and see how they've looked. So the last month, without that pitch mix, Ellie De La Cruz is 20 for 65 versus righties batting 300. If I go home, um, right. If I take the home switch off and go the last 2 weeks, they just ain't super sexy like that right now. Last 7 days, there you have it. So clearly, the last month or so, they just been on a decline. This offense been on a decline, and that's how baseball is. You're not going to stay hot forever. We know that, right? So one bat that did sustain was Steer. He sustained the whole the whole way. You see what I'm saying? And those are some of the ways that I use this tool. So the last 8 weeks here, um, Spencer Steer's batting 300. Um, that's 8 weeks. few of these guys will strike out. Last 4 weeks, Spencer Steers batting 371. Uh, last 2 weeks, Spencer Steers batting 600. You know what I'm saying? Throughout that process, Encarnacion Strand looked like a little something too. But Steers been the one, right? He played the whole season. Hasn't been hurt, or whatever the case may be, like Strand. But Strand does got 3 bombs in the last 2 months, and his 50 fly ball and all that shit shouldn't go unnoticed. 70 hard hit percentage there. That shit, man, Strand just popped out of nowhere. I didn't even fucking see him. So he's somebody we'd probably want to take a look at. Damn, I didn't know that. Strand. Okay. It was at some point where he came back within the last 2 months. Because that 27-10 still stands right here. Probably he's been back for about 5 weeks. Yeah. He's been back for about 5 weeks. So last 5 weeks since Strand been back, he's 10 for 27, 4 extra bases, 3 home runs, 50 fly ball, 26% K rate. Uh, and then if I hit the home switch on that, Strand, the last 5 weeks, um, most of his damage pretty much, I don't know, yeah, I guess came at home. So half and half, some shit like that. Steer, Strand, those guys been playing some ball the whole damn rip, right? At least the last 8 months straight, 8 weeks straight, they've been looking good versus pitch mix. Um, so I would probably give the pitching lean. I don't know. Maybe Miami. Shit, I would probably get a pitching lean to Miami in this spot. Going to the next game, my Cubs, right? Um, Simeon Woods Richardson has been pitching. I think the last 2 games he's looked better here. So um, he's three. He's looked good his last 4 starts. I mean, 1 home run in his last 1, 2, 3, 4 games. Uh, Pin pitch. I mean, looking okay. 3 home runs. Prior to that, he had get hit a few times there. Hasn't faced the Cubs or nothing like that. So 20% K rate there. Um, they'll be, where are they? At home. They're at home. Okay. So we're gonna be looking at them lefties. Chicago Cubs lefties. Now, what we're looking at in general, I'm gonna tell you, Shota, he's got a high fly ball, right? So he could give up some bombs. I think he gave up like 3 bombs last time out he pitched, probably, I think. But he can give up some bombs. So uh that's that. But so we're gonna take a look at the lefties here, which would be was Richardson giving up 5 bombs to lefties, 303 average. Fly ball is up for him. Shota fly ball is up at 47 to lefties, right? So that means a lot. Um, at home versus lefty, Simeon Woods Richardson. Um, he hasn't given up any home runs to lefties at home, so that's interesting, right? So let's take a look. Chicago Cubs lefties. Simeon Woods Richardson. Get his pitch arsenal up there. He's throwing a fastball. 54% of the time. And then He's got a batting average of 450 and a 290. So he's getting hit, right? But lately he's been pitching a little bit better. So I will slap that fastball up there just to take a look there. And Michael Bush, right? Michael Bush, 6%. Yeah, whatever, right? Kyle Tucker, of course. Pete Crow, whatever. On the road here versus that fastball. Michael Bush and Kyle Tucker. Michael Bush has a whopping 1870.7 barrel rate there, right? So we like to see that. Um, that's the last 5 weeks. Oh no, what about the full season? I'm tripping. Shucks. Can't short play change my Cubs like that. Okay, so Pete Crow, 6 bombs, 11% barrel. Kyle Tucker, 5 bombs, 13 barrel. Kyle Tucker and Hap got a 20% walk rate. Kyle Tucker's got a 20% walk rate. Kyle Tucker also has a 46% fly ball rate, right? So uh Simeon Woods Richardson fly ball is about 31. So there you have that. At home, okay. Fly ball looks good for Hap, Pete Crow, Tucker, and Bush. Tucker sold a few people lately. He probably would. He might be one of those guys today that could probably lift every voice and sing, take off on your ass today. Simeon, Simeon Richardson. Let's see if anybody's seen him. Tucker's 1 for 1. Carson Kelly. Okay. All right. So that's just the fastball alone, though, right? So we know they're hitting the fastball, the usual suspects. Let's get the rest of these pitches in there. Bush 15 bombs, Pete Crow 10, Tucker 9. Tucker got the 13% K rate. A few of these guys will walk. How about at home? Okay. Pete Crow, Michael Bush, Tucker. Okay. Um, Michael Bush lately, his fly ball is up for sure. He's been in bombs last 2 weeks. Of course, he's been hitting bombs. 579, Michael Bush. Pete Crow. Mm, yeah, as of late, the Cubs do look good. Michael Bush, 7 for 9, 5 for 9 for Pete Crow. And then Kyle Tucker, 1 for 8. Last 7 days, Pete Crow, 5 for 9. Bush, 7 for 9. And there you have that. Um, Flipping over to the righties here. Um, um, Woods Richardson giving up 4 bombs to righties, 9% barrel. At home, Woods Richardson, um, 217 batting average. Barrels at home. Uh, Shota, whatever. But he's throwing fastball, slider. Mm. Suzuki barrels there. Carson Kelly barrels there. Dan Swanson. Nico Horner not striking out. That's what I thought there. Carson Kelly on the road versus fastball. He's got 3 bombs on the road. Swanson 3 bombs. Suzuki 3 bombs on the road. Suzuki will strike out, but he's been handling business behind Tucker. Right. That's what you want. You want somebody to handle business behind one of your best hitters. And he's been showing up this year. So shout out to Suzuki there. Last 3 weeks versus fastball. 2 bombs for Suzuki. 1 bomb for Swanson. Let's get the full pitch mix up there and back it on up a little bit. Got Amaya, Suzuki. Hmm. Suzuki power numbers are there. Average is down versus pitch mix. Most of the righties average is down versus pitch mix. That's the last 6 weeks. How about the last 2 weeks? Says Suzuki, 36% K rate, 2 bombs. The power numbers are there for him and Carson Kelly. 7 days. Suzuki, 7 days, 2 bombs. Will strike out here and there, of course, but the power numbers are there. The usual suspects' power numbers are there, right? The usual suspects' power numbers are there. Um, I the usual suspects are in play. I'll put it like that. Um, is it enough to make me feel like I want to? I get a pitcher. I do give the pitcher lean to Chicago, even though Shota can't give up a bomb and shit like that. Oh my God, that was a lot of green right there. But we know. So I want Shota to righties. He got a 16% K rate. Not good. Nine bombs with 40 fly ball, 38 fly ball right there. And then versus lefties, Shota's got a 47 fly ball. So the fly ball is high as hell. It's giving up 1 bomb to lefties. Interesting. 25% K rate to lefties. Hmm. Right. Let's look at these righties where he's ailing at. How about on the road versus righties? Um, mm, okay, let's just see. So we definitely want to take a look at Buxton there and the gang. So, what is Shota throwing that they haven't seen a lot of like this? Splitter. Mm, he's throwing that splitter. I gotta look at that. Nobody seen that splitter all year like that. Mm, versus a lefty. Okay. How about that fastball? Mm. Willie Castro, 10 for 21 with 2 bombs. Carlos Correa, historically likes lefties. 3 bombs, 4 extra base hits, 16 barrel rate. He loves that fastball from lefties. Brooks Lee, Byron Buxton, 2 bombs. Okay. How about at home? What was that? A splitter? Let me go back to this splitter real quick. Let me go to 2024 on this splitter from lefties. Over. They ain't seen it really though, but still. All right, so 2025, back to 2025. And where were we at? Fastball. Hmm. Uh, lately. Minnesota ain't the best versus lefties unless they just not turning it on. But Minnesota ain't the best versus lefties, okay? So let's get the full pitch mix up there. I mean, they not doing nothing with the splitter at all. He's only throwing a fastball and splitter. This is going to be an interesting game here. Interesting game from at least from the righty standpoint. So they're not even hitting. I mean, that was it. I don't even have to go through it because they haven't even seen the splitter. The fastball is what you're going to get. Splitter 53% of the time, fastball 41% of the time. Now we got to guess if these motherfuckers can hit this splitter. Shit's going to be wild as hell. Um, so I don't know. But that's just the righties. We'll flip the script and go to the lefties here for some left on left crime. Uh, Flip up shoulder. 49% fastball, 39% sweeper. So he's throwing two pitches to both on both. We'll look at the fastball individually, and they don't like that at all. But they don't. They haven't seen a lot either, and some of these guys have been hurt, so I get it. Larnick is 4 for 27 there with one bomb. Not nothing that really stands out to me there. I will flip it to the sweeper. And uh, not a lot, right? Not a lot to work with here. Not enough data for me to work with here. I could flip it over to 2024 and see how these lefties did with a split. So Walden was 2 for 3 versus it. How about a fastball? So more Cubs look better, right? Uh, more Cubs look good. I'm going to have to really, 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 really take a look here. Let me see something. Left hand pitching. Last 30 days. Minnesota, 112 WRC plus. Hmm. Minnesota. Hmm. Okay. How about full season? Full season, number 5 and striking out. So what's been going on is I don't know who they faced, but lately they've hit somebody, right? A lefty. So Shota. Hmm. So he's been back for 2 games. This will be his third game pitched. 3 and 4 Ks. 77 and 81 pitches. I mean, I think if they let him, he could probably get up there in the three. He just gave up 3 bombs to Cleveland. His fly ball high as hell. You know, Warner or whoever, if they get a hold to one of them, they can probably take it out of there. So people who you think can hit a home run can probably hit a home run off him. Buxton, so that's why I'm at with that. The line here, Cubs minus 133 favorite. What can I say? Um, on the road, I guess, right? I guess. Um, um, for me, as a Cubs fan, I got my Cubs hat on right now. Y'all can't see it, but it's Cubs or nothing for me in this spot. Um, but anything can happen. Toronto Blue Jays, White Sox. I sprinkled on the run line there. Run line here for the Toronto Blue Jays, but I didn't look at any bats. I just man that Toronto Blue Jays team just man. It's trouble when you don't. I gotta say, when you're not striking out, it's ugly when you ain't striking out, man. And you got a bad bullpen, and your bullpen, yeah, you get it. But Chris Bassett ain't the best either. So to lefties, Bassett 8 bombs, 297 batting average. Savali 4 bombs, big time walk rate to lefties. To righties here, um, Bassett. Uh, 23% K rate, 4 bombs. Walk rate, Sierra Savale, 283, 84 batting average. Like, yeah, K percentage is way down. So, yeah, right. These guys' team total uh, is where. And if you think they can hit, the White Sox can hit Bassett, you might as well just take the over. 5.5 plus money for the Blue Jays. Now, don't go out here, Savali, and come out here and just start throwing gems and shit. So come on with that bullshit. Savali. He get throwing a bunch of shit. I don't even want to go there. Um, where they at? Chicago. None of these guys striking out. That's the stat. That's the stat right there. The motherfuckers full pitch mix. None of these guys not striking out. Just a nightmare for folks. Look at that. Look at them strikeouts. Vladdy, Clement, Springer, Bichette, Kirk, all of them green. On the road there, even better. Like I expect traffic to be on the basis in favor of Toronto, right? Springer. Now Springer, we know he's been hot. Most of that dirt he's been doing is coming on at home. So at home, no. On the road, Springer is 313 with 4 bombs as the last 2 weeks. 4 of those bombs came on the road. I'm not taking nothing from him, right? 7 days. Okay. So, I mean, what do you expect? Lefties here. Addison Barger on the road. 300 on the road. I'm gonna like Toronto to put up runs, and it's gonna be more of like a hit parlay thing. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. The 1.5 is already locked in, and just set it and forget it, and hopefully it cashes. But the rest of these guys, usual suspects. I won't be betting them for no bombs, but uh, I'll be betting them HRRs, shit like that, hit parlays. Uh, Bassett. Um, versus lefties on the road. Half of his home runs come to lefties on the road. On the road, he's got a 28% K rate to lefties on the road. Okay. Um, to righties, he's got a 23% K rate and 4 bombs. And then on the road to righties, he's got a 22% K rate. Wait a minute. My bad. On the road to lefties, he doesn't look good right now. He ain't looking good. Just whatever. So we'll take a look at these lefties. Talkman, lead off Talkman. Anyone? Um, he's throwing. Oh, Benintendi. Anyone? I might have to go with Shed, even though he sold me last time I took his ass. I thought I seen Jackson liked him. I thought. Let's see, Riley Green, Brandon, Judge Burleson, Seager, Randy Rosarina, Addison Barger. I like Barger. Julio Marte, but anybody can get it. You know what I'm saying? So I feel you on that. Um, where the fuck was I? Okay, yeah. So let me see something, man. Bassett has always, had some sort of a problem with lefties. I got 30 more minutes. I'm sorry I had a delay. I got 30 more minutes. We're gonna see what we can do. Right? Uh, yeah. 297 batting average to lefties on the road versus lefties. He's always had a problem with lefties. Always. Okay, so that's what I'll be interested in. Bassett here. Benintetti's got a bomb. He's 5 for 16 with 4Ks. He's batting 300 off of him. Um, so Benintetti's got a bomb on him. He's throwing a sinker 30% of the time, followed by that cutter. 440 batting average on that sinker, 304 batting average on that cutter. Mm, let's look at that sinker. Brooks Baldwin has a home run on that sinker. He's batting 400. I don't know what the deal is though. Ben and Teddy. Now Ben Terry's got a low average. He's 5 for 23 on that sinker. He has 3 extra base hits. His barrel rate is high as hell, and then a 6% K rate. He's going to be in play solely off of that. He's already got a bomb off of him, and he's pitching his worst to lefties anyway. So Talkman, Baldwin with Talkman. I've already had my eyes set on Talkman. I just want to see what he's been looking like as of late. Teddy and all those guys ain't been looking too much like nothing as of late, right? So let's run it back up. And how about taking a look at that cutter? A detailed look at those top 2 pitches. So Teddy 6 for 12 versus that cutter. 2 extra base hits, 7% K rate. Brooks Baldwin, he likes the 2 top pitches as well. Talkman, you can wiggle Talkman in there. So the next pitches, he's still throwing a fastball, a splitter, and a curveball. 15, 11, and 11%. but I can throw that sinker back up there just to look at those top two pitches to make me throw a little cash out there. See if I want to throw a little cash and get my money took or something like that. But this is just versus the top two pitchers versus him. Five extra base hits for Ben and Teddy, 17% barrel rate there with a 7% walk rate. I mean K rate. It's pretty green there. Um, okay, no bombs though, no bombs. So, but I'll put the full pitch mix in there and see what we got. So the full pitch mix. One bomb from Benintendi. Benintendi barrel is up there, so be on the lookout for him. Where are they at home? How about a home switch? Yikes! I'm not gonna keep sitting here trying to make something out of these guys. You know what I'm saying? Trying to force some shit, but I guess, right? I ain't gonna try to force nothing. He's throwing that sinker to righties 52%. I'm not gonna sit here and try to make nothing of these guys. I ain't even gonna lie. Uh, Talkman, uh, Bill and Teddy, they got a little pop in their bat, but we'll see, right? I'm not gonna try to sit here and make nothing of them. I got 20 more minutes. Um, 7.5 over under here. I'm gonna bypass that. I'm gonna bypass this Dodgers game. What I will say here is versus lefties. Let's see. Last 30 days, WRC plus. Milwaukee number one versus lefties. That'll be Kershaw, right? So last 30 days, Milwaukee they number one, 290 batting average, number one WRC plus, followed by Detroit last 30 days. How about last 14 days versus lefties? Probably a small sample size, but still number one in WRC plus. Um, with a 286 batting average. They've been good versus lefties, man. So that's something to take heed to when you're thinking about those Milwaukee bats. I I I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do because I mean we got an over under um, uh, uh, 8.5 there. I might, but this Pittsburgh game. The Washington Nationals, I know I'm going to like the lefties for St. Louis. I know this for sure. Burleson and Donovan, I know this for sure. I'm going to have to, I could take a quick drive by. Uh, then we got an over under 7 right here with this Houston Astro game, like yuck for bats. And then 8 right here for Texas, like yuck for bats. I could still take a look at it some other time, but pitching props are in play in those games. A 7.5 right here. Long story short, I want to get to this 10.5, right? Let's get to this 10.5 before I get out of here, right? We got one, two, three, four, five, shit, 5, 6 straight in the evening window, in the late window. That's all fake, decent, and decent pitching matchups. So sparks are supposed to fly in this game right here. Uh, I forgot the weather. Yeah, Atlanta Athletics, warm with winds out to center in this kiddie ballpark at 5 to 10 miles an hour. Um, Truth be told, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run it back though. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna take a look at that. I'm gonna take a look at that Dodgers game, and I'm gonna end it off with that one, right? At least take a look at these Milwaukee boys. So we got Kershaw, 6 bombs in total. Jacob Mizorowski, um, he's got that stuff, right? He just got his ass lit up. We'll see what he can do versus this team here. But Clayton Kershaw, um, slider, 46% of the time, 11 extra base hits, 3 home runs, and the hard hitters there. K percentages are down, but who hasn't he faced? Right, who he's faced, a lot of folks. So it's been in the league for a while. So we'll take a look at he's throwing a slider 52% of the time, followed by that fastball. Let's take a look at that slider. Hmm. Okay. So the last 30 days where they were looking really good. So I'll pull it in, right? Last 4 weeks to see what they do. So, it kind of reflects, right? Only small sample size, but it does reflect. That's that slider. I can add in that fastball. I can add in full pitch mix from here. And small sample size on lefties. It is what it is. But for everybody, right? I could run it back here for the full season. Hmm. All right. Switch to the righties here. The slider. Let's look at that slider. Okay. Interesting. Full pitches again. Mm. Last month. I'm next to never bet on these motherfuckers, man. They ain't my favorite team. Huh? Oh yeah, oh for sure. I'm playing prize picks today. So I'll be dropping. I'll probably. I might take that. I might take that hunter, and I might put some goblins with the rest of it. Yeah. Try to double it up or something like that, or whatever I can get. This is my least bet on bats. Maybe because I'm a Cubs fan. That's probably got a lot to do with it too. But these ain't my guys. Straight up. Um, I can't right now. I ain't even gonna lie. Um, have to do a little bit more digging if I really wanted to bet on them, but I ain't gonna force nothing. Um, Kershaw, I mean Mizorowski. Uh, this will be his third or fourth game pitched. This will be his fifth game. 8 Ks, 5 Ks, 6 Ks, 86, 81, 74 earned runs, 2 and 5. So the walks, he got a walk problem. especially to lefties. Let's take a look there. Last month on the road versus this pitch Mitch Conforto. Quite sure he's going to be in the lineup. Conforto last 2 weeks, 6 for 14, no striking out. 28% fly ball. Otani got an 87 fly ball. 87%. Damn. Last 7 days, Conforto 4 for 8 with a bomb, no striking out. So Conforto could be somebody that, outside the usual suspects. Look at the right hand hitters here. He probably is. Fastball, slider, cutter. On the road. Potheads. Will Smith. Mm. Potheads. Will Smith. Mm. Mm. Conforto will be down there. We'll see. Conforto, Otani is Otani. Will Smith, Potheads, Teoscar. Conforto is going to be interesting for me. He's going to be interesting for me. Um, all right. Let's slide to this athletics game. Jeffrey Springs, 16 bombs. Uh, 2 bombs to lefties, 14 bombs to righties. Jeffrey Springs. At home versus righties, 7 bombs. Home versus lefties, 1 bomb with a decent K rate there. Looking good versus lefties at home. I don't know how that shit happened. Uh, Let's go with Atlanta. Jeffrey Springs, lefties. Slider 47% of the time. Mm. Brooks Baldwin got 2 bombs. All right, put the pictures up there. Olsen 11 for 32. Baldwin, whatever. Olsen 3 of 7. Whatever, right? Usual suspects, man. You like him, you like him. You don't, you don't. He will strike out though, so that's something that works in favor of pitching. If he just, if he can get around him, he will strike out. Now, to righties, he's throwing that changeup 42% of the time. It's interesting. Let's take a look. A lot of guys don't like that changeup. Sean Murphy got 2 bombs on it. Uh, Ozuna, all them motherfuckers, they don't like that shit at all. So that's interesting, right? Next, he's throwing that fastball slider. I'll just throw the rest of that shit up there. Um, it just over the course of the season, they happen to look good versus lefties. You see that? Murphy's got 4 bombs. His ISO is there. His average is down. His ISO is there. The strikeouts are there for some of these motherfuckers. It's just crazy. Lately, last month, probably a small sample size, but we'll see what we're working with. A lot of averages down. Woba's down. A lot of that's down, man. Wow. Mm, okay. Profile in the mix. Last 2 weeks, 4 for 6. Okay. Mm, profile. Mm, okay. Last 7 days profile. What was he doing this versus this shit last year? Let's see. Profile. 6 bombs. 8% K rate. So he's picking right back up. Okay. Profile. All right. But think about that ballpark. Think about that ballpark. The weather, small ballpark, little league, kitty ballpark. Yeah, think about that ballpark. How about the athletics? We got Didier Fuentes on the mound here. Um, he's only pitched how many games? 3. 2, 4, and 6. How many bombs? He's giving up 3 bombs. Then he giving up 2 runs, 2 angels. He had 6 Ks. That's when I sniped him 6 Ks from him. I took him up to 7. He only pitched 3.2 innings. He was on his way, striking their ass out big time. But how many pitches has he thrown? 92, 87, 74. All right. Well, to righties, he's sporting a 25% K rate. To lefties, he's sporting a 7% K rate. So that's what we want to live at here with these lefties. We want to take a look at these lefties ASAP. And what he's throwing. Four seam 73% of the time. So let's see what we got here. Green so far. That's what we got. So at home, even more green, right? Uh, what about lately though? Motherfuckers then started striking out. Kurtz and them strikeouts there. Mm. Strikeouts. That's the fastball, but still, that's all he throwing. I mean, it don't make no sense. I mean, they probably finna rack him up. Who knows? They probably finna rack him up, but uh, yeah, that's all he's throwing that fastball. 73% to lefties. They got a lamp, man. So lately, especially first that fastball, he's throwing that fastball 73% to lefties, and you know, we'll see if that averages out a little bit more, calms down a little bit. But uh, you know, as you can see, he's giving up four extra base hits, two home runs on it. Barrel percentage is about 11%. That's up, and then K percentage is down, so he ain't getting nobody out. As you can see, when I'm looking at the fastball, this team, these lefties, has shown the ability to hit the fastball over the course of the season. They pretty much all green, and then you can go probably the last 6 weeks maybe. They starting to strike out and all this shit, right? You know what I'm saying? So the fall off, that's when the fall off starting to hit. You know, the last 5, 6 weeks, the fall off starting to hit. But can they, can they pull it back up? Much like I was saying about Cincinnati, can they pull it back up? So it is what it is. But historically they have hit them, but it's been a while since they've been back. Dominant versus their fastball, as you can see from the numbers. Looking at the righties here. Where he'll be throwing the fastball dominantly, 50, 55, 53% of the time. So it's only pitched 3 games, got a 500 batting average on it. So whatever. It's a fastball, right? So taking a look at the fastball. Now, the people who I really want to like the fastball, they don't. Rooker probably got the most home runs this season out of any of his pitches versus the fastball, who's got 4 bombs. Um, but you know, they a lot of those lefties like that fastball. Some of these righties, Max Muncy, they got some K rates, K strikeouts and stuff like that on it, but smaller sample size on the last few weeks. Some green there though, some green there. Denzel Clark, and some green there. We just gotta see what these lineups gonna look like, but that's just the fastball there. I'll bring it in and then add the rest of the pitches. Probably not only two actually. The sweeper, what a weird pitch, but I'll look at that sweeper by itself and just try to gauge. And a lot of these guys don't like too much of that sweeper. Brooker, he's got 2 bombs on it, but he's only 4 for 26. So I'll put both of the pitches together and like, right? So damn, that's starting to look like how Atlanta looked a little bit, but we'll see, man. Denzel Clark on mm, mm, mm. Home at home lately, last 2 weeks, Denzel Clark at home looked pretty good. Denzel Clark 400 last 2 weeks. It's always seemed like with the athletics, you find that one guy once he get hot, you kind of ride it on out. Muncie gets there, and Kurtz got hot, and uh, Wilson got hot and shit like that. Is it Clark time now? Might be. Mm. What does that mean? He's good. So I don't know. With the weather and stuff, I don't know if this game gets up to. I can't tell you at all, right? But looking at the slate here, there's going to be some pitching matchups. That's what's probably going to have to make up. That's why I mean, I haven't looked at one, two, three, four, five, four or five games, and I wasn't. You know what I'm saying? But it's a lot of pitching right there. It's a lot of pitching right there. Now, the a lot of pitching right there. So, what I do want to look at is these lefties though, because Burleson and I got to look at them. It's hard for me to even pinpoint. Maybe a hit parlay for the athletics game. It's hard for me to pinpoint anybody that I really, really like there, though, bro. Straight up. So it's crazy, but it's true. Irvin, 11 home runs to lefties, 9 home runs to righties, so he can't give up bombs. On the road versus lefties, 5 home runs. Barrel rate is up, whatever the case may be with that. We definitely got to take a look at these St. Louis lefties. Not now, but right now. So, what is he throwing? Fastball, curveball, changeup. Truth be told, I don't. Let me see that curveball. He's giving up 6 bombs on that curveball. Three. Oh, let me see that curveball. Burleson's got a curve hit. Donovan only got 2 hits on that curveball. They don't strike out though. This team don't strike out. All right, let me get the full pitch mix in there. Donovan 391, Burleson 317. Usual suspects not striking out. Okay. At home, Gorman, fly ball is up, barrel is up, 2 bombs, whatever. Last month, Burleson 325, Donovan 429. Okay. 20% barrel rate, 17% barrel rate. Okay, bring it in. Last 2 weeks, Donovan 467, Burleson 267. Okay. However you want to look at it, I'm liking Donovan and Burleson. I already know that. And if I could take a look at these righties because these guys are giving up a decent amount of bombs to righties as well. So slipping it over there, flip that. Sinker, curveball, fastball. Let's take a look at that sinker. There's a lot of folks like sinkers. Contreras. Is it Contreras? Let's see. Mason Wynn. Contreras, no bombs on that sinker. But look at the strikeouts, right? The sinker, they're not even striking out on that, right? So Contreras batting 300 on that. Mason Wynn batting 300 on that. At home, Mason Wynn, Contreras. Okay, that's just the. All right, let's get the rest of the pitches in there. Wait a minute. Sinker, the curveball. I want to see that curveball individually. Okay, Contreras 1 for 13 on that curveball. Mason Wynn 1 for 6 on that curveball. Okay. And then I got to look at the fastball individually now, so I can know right what I'm working at. working with. Ronaldo got 5 bombs. He don't strike out much. Contreras, his barrel rate is up. Um, mm, I think Contreras hits the fastball on the road better. So Contreras, at home 6 for 16. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so the curveball, Mason Wynn and Contreras, they don't agree with that much, but they like the sinker and they like the fastball. So put them all together, and we're looking at home here. We're at home. At home, Wilson Contreras, 368, 7 extra base hits, 2 bombs, 15 barrel rate. That's pretty good. Jordan Walker, don't know if he's going to be in the lineup. Got to see. Mason Wynn. All right, so bring it on in. That's over the course of the season. Last month here, Wilson Contreras 10 for 13 with a bomb. The barrel rate is up. ISO is up, so you could look at them for extra base hits as well. At home, 323 goes to 500. Last 5 weeks. Last 2 weeks, what have you done for me lately? Okay, not many, not much, but he still has the ability to hit. All right, so Donovan, Contreras, uh, Burleson, but yeah, you know those few guys, I would be definitely looking at them. Um, so I don't know if I'll be targeting a lot of bats here, right? Today, I don't know if I will, but in theory, it's a decent little. I haven't looked at a lot of games, but it's a nice mixture for you today, right? It's a nice mixture for you today where you could. It's a nice mixture. So I tell you what, let's go through it, and I'll get out of here. Um, the lefties plus Alonso, right? So McNeil, Soto, Nemo. I want to see how these guys, how these guys lined up, or whatever case may be. But uh, and Alonso, truth be told, I feel like Alonso's can be that guy today, to go right. But I expect traffic on the bases. I'll be looking at bats from Jeff Mc. If this was the lineup, I'll be looking at bats from Jeff McNeil all the way down, right? But my favorite bats: Nemo, Soto, Alonso, McNeil. Um, I Laureano was interesting to me. I liked Laureano. He was interesting to me. Um, Tampa Bay, Flaherty. Um, if you're going with some of his weaknesses and etc., um, he's pitching his worst to lefties. I want to say so. Brandon Lowe, Aranda, Magnum. I mean, Brandon Lowe, Aranda. Those guys. Magnum. I'll be looking at them for hits. Shit like that. We got an over under 8 in this spot. 7.5, 8. So if I'm looking at righties, I like Yandy. I like Yandy. He's got a bomb off him. Brandon Lowe's got a bomb off him. So it is what it is. We do want to take pitching into consideration. Both of these guys' K's could be in play. It is what it is. Torkelson, I don't mind Torkelson. Maybe Cole Keith or whatever case may be. Riley Gang Green looks okay at times, but he will strike out. Dingler was looking okay at times, but we don't two decent pitchers on the mound. We'll see what can happen. Uh, man, boy, I wanted to take Tampa Bay in that one. Here, this New York game here. Of course, Judge and Kyle Riley, they're in play, so we can cancel those guys out, right? We know who they are, what they do, whatever. Jazz, as of late, I wouldn't mind taking a bomb off of him. Pitching in consideration here. Both of these strikeouts, both of these pitchers got good K stuff. So Ryan Pepiway and Jack Flaherty got good K stuff as well. Um, Flaherty sitting righties down, right? Pepiway sitting lefties down. Go Logan Gilbert's got good K stuff. William Warren got good K stuff. All Boston, right? Like, I just don't know which one I like the most. I can't talk off hit parlays. So that's that. Moniac would be the one I would bet on. The second one, I would probably look at Ryan McMahon. But if I'm doing the same game parlay, I will not conclude none of these guys in my parlay. It would only be Boston bats. I will not mix neither one of these motherfuckers up in there. I didn't even look at the numbers or anything for Brian Bayo, so my bad. But it's Colorado. Um, I couldn't put a read on Nick Martinez and Yuri Perez. I would probably give the pitching lean towards Yuri Perez, but Sanchez and Stowers for me. If I'm looking for a bomb, I'm looking at Stowers, but Sanchez and Stowers look okay. As of late, versus that fastball, McLean looked okay. Um, oh my God, what did I do? Um, Last month, these guys, Spencer Steer, somebody you could look at for getting on base. Shit. Uh, I'm not. This ballpark is anybody can hit a bomb out of here. Okay, so let's not forget that. Okay, let's not forget that. Just because this shit didn't look good on paper, bombs can be flying out of that motherfucker today. Right. So that's all I got to say. Um, uh, Toronto. The 1.5, right? And I expect traffic to be on the bases. It's plain and simple. Chris Bassett, he's pushing his worst to lefties. Benintendi, a lot of time his barrel was up. Uh, doesn't have many bombs, but extra base hits. He's pitched his worst to lefties. You could look at Tachman, you could look at Teal. But if you think White Sox can put up a few runs, then you could look at the over. But it's Toronto moneyline parlays, run line straights. Pittsburgh and KC, I didn't look. I'm gonna look when I get, when I get, I'm gonna look a little later. Um, uh, Conforto was interesting here. Pajes and Will Smith, but Conforto was interesting to me. I don't, whatever, man. Let me keep it moving. The usual suspects in play: Bush, Crow, Suzuki, Tucker. Those guys are in play. Um, Carson Kelly, if you turn your head, he'll hit a bomb. Nico Horner won't strike out. He don't that much, if any. Korea historically hit lefties pretty good. Buxton is in play because of the big fly ball percentage that Shota gives up. He gives up a fly ball. So guys like Royce Lewis, even Korea, Buxton, and anybody with a power bat, right, can be in play versus Shota. On the flip side, Shota, he's throwing a few pitches that these guys haven't seen. So it was weird to me. It's weird for me to figure out who's doing what. I'm a Chicago homer. It got to 9.5. I don't even know how the fuck it got to 9.5. Looking at the bats, who was green? Tucker, Suzuki. He was showing power. Armstrong, Bush. The Armstrong, Tucker, and Bush. Those were the guys that were showing green. Um, Tucker showed walks. Hap showed walks. Kelly showed flashes. So it is what it is. Buxton is in play, and whoever else, you know, Royce Lewis is in play, and whoever else got some power because this guy, his fly ball is insane. Donovan, Burleson, Contreras. Those are bats I like. But Donovan and Burleson for sure. Um, Hunter Brown is lights out, right? So whatever you want to do when it comes to him and the strikeouts and things of that nature. Eovaldi, Soriano, another good pitching matchup, right? Um, there could be some K's popping off here. Uh, I want to see who's going to be in this Arizona lineup. I don't know if Ketel Marte is going to play. And then you got Pavetta's got K stuff. Carroll's got Carey. Merrill Kelly's got K stuff. I didn't look at these bats. I did not look at these bats here, but I really got to look at Robbie Ray because I think he's going to strike these guys out. But I need to really, really look. Schwarber has been hitting lefties really good this year, and Trey Turner can hit lefties in general, right? So it is what it is. And then I thought I was going to visualize I thought I was gonna see the 10 and a half, right? For this Atlanta game. I don't really see the 10 and a half, but it could probably still be there, right? Weather and you know, weather and small ballpark and shit like that. So I don't know. I don't know. And then as far as Jackson, I give you guys what Jackson got, and I'm out of here. Riley Green, Lowe, Brandon Lowe, that is, Judge, Burleson, Seager, Randy Rosarina, Carantini, Addison Barger, Julio Rodriguez, Ketel Marte. Boston Red Sox -2, St. Louis run line, Miami money line. Over in the Tampa Bay Detroit, I don't mind. Those first four that came out, I don't mind neither one of them. I didn't look at this Texas game, but they like the Angels money line. Toronto run line, I bet that. Uh, San Francisco Giants money line. Interesting. Uh, over in the Diamondback San Diego Padres, Kansas City Royals money line, uh, Atlanta Braves money line, and then Hunter Brown over K's, Logan Gilbert over K's, Robbie over K's, Bassett over K's, Kelly over K's, Warren over K's, Irvin over K's, Pitts Pavetta over K's, um, Pepioi over K's, Miss Keller over K's. Research those plays, man. Research those plays.